Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. Sorry for the chainsaw noise. They're clearing some lots down across the way. Today I want to get into a pair of kicks that I'm really pumped about. It seems like the hype has temporarily died down for collabs and just shoes that I think are really dope, and they've kind of become easier to pick up. This is actually the first Cactus Jack collaboration that I've ever hit for retail, and I'm pumped to get them. I'm a huge fan of Air Trainers. I rock these all the time as beaters. I actually doubled up on this pair of Air Trainer 3s, and I've probably got about 10 pair of different Air Trainers in the collection, whether it's SCs, Air Trainer 1s, Air Trainer 3s. But anyhow, this of course is the Travis Scott collaboration with Nike. I know a lot of people aren't feeling collabs, and some people are only into the OGs or whatever, and that's cool, whatever floats your boat. Personally, I like a little bit of everything. I like mixing the old with the new, so these collaborations are right up my alley, especially when it's a silhouette that I grew up loving like this. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Cactus Jack Air Trainer 1s. Alright, so most of the time I start with the box. It's kind of Yeezy style, I guess, with just the plain cardboard, but it says Cactus Corporation on the top. Then on the side, it also says Cactus Corporation. And we've got some Cactus Jack labeling here. It's kind of like that cross, or I guess it's a cactus. Then I think this is a CJ, which we'll also see that on the shoes. And also here we've got some Cactus Jack branding. The tag reads Air Trainer 1 CJ, which stands for Cactus Jack, of course. And the colors are gray haze, olive aura, canvas. This is a size 10.5, and I got these for retail, which was $160. Inside of the box, real quick, we've got some brown paper, and it says Cactus Corporation. And then inside of that, we had just some plain white paper. And then here we have it, the Cactus Corporation Air Trainer 1. This pair dropped on the same day as 3 other pairs. There were 2 colorways of the Air Trainer 1 and 2 colorways of the Air Max 1. I did a poll on the channel asking what people would prefer to get if they could have their choice of any of them, and most people said they wanted the brown Air Max. And then I think this and the gold colored Air Max came in second place. For me, it was a tie. I wanted the brown Air Max or these, because of course growing up in the 90s, Air Maxes were huge, and I've always been a big fan of Air Maxes. I really like that brown colorway, but of the trainers, I really wanted this pair, and to hit them for retail, I'm really pumped about that. And a lot of people keep saying, you know, oh, if these weren't Cactus Jack, nobody would go for them. Well, I grabbed like all of the Air Trainer SPs that just dropped. I grabbed the Chlorophyll Air Trainer 1s. I did a review of the Midnight Navy Air Trainer 1s. I have some Air Trainer SCs. The ones that I have on my feet are the Air Trainer 3 Viotechs. And I've always been a big fan of Air Trainers. So maybe some people only went after them because of the Cactus Jack, you know, collaboration or whatever. But I know for me, I'm a huge fan of Air Trainers. Way before Cactus Jack, probably before Travis Scott was even born. I don't know how old he is, but I always mention on Air Trainer reviews that I think of Bo Jackson. He's the first person that comes to mind whenever I see Air Trainers. And if you're not familiar with him, if he was before your time, then look him up, because I assure you, you won't be disappointed. He's one of the best athletes that ever lived. There's a lot of really unique things about this pair. One of them being that there's snaps all over the shoe, and whenever these came, they actually had these covers like snapped onto the shoe, and on the back it kind of shows you directions of how to fold it up and then put it in the tongue. There's a zipper for like a stash pocket or something in the tongue, and I guess you can fold up those covers and put them in there. I won't really wear them with the covers. I will probably just wear them whenever the weather's kind of nice. I won't really wear them on crappy days just because I like this shoe and I want to keep it nice. But I think the covers is a cool little option to have. I think it's neat to put it in there. And then there's also a zipper on the back that there's not a lot of room, but you could fold up some money or something and put it in there. So I think that's pretty cool too. And if you're wondering what these look like with the covers on, hang on one second. I hate these boxes. So I actually, not only did I hit my first pair of Cactus Jack shoes for retail, I went for all 4 shoes on 2 accounts, and I hit the exact same shoe in the exact same size on 2 accounts. So here's how they come straight from the factory, and you can see it's just snapped with this cover on there. It's kind of got like a ripstop type look to it, and it's kind of thin. You can see the print on the back side of it a little bit, but it's just a cool little option, a cool little extra that they put in there. I think it's kind of neat. But then getting to the review, this is a different outsole than I've had on any of my Air Trainers. And I think that this might have been the tread that they had for like the tennis shoes that like McEnroe wore back in the day. But this just has a lot of tiny little squares, but it does feel grippy. It seems like it'll give you nice traction. And then you've got that same Nike branding real small there in green. But then that mint green kind of wraps up. You can see the rubber here on like the outrigger section at the base of the strap. And then we've got some painted foam that is green on the midsole. And just above that is this nice tan colored accent. And the paint is all real neat, looks nice on it, and I love the colors. But then on the mudguard, you'll see that there's this material. It kind of reminds me of like dress pants that I have or something, but it's just this neat pattern, like a neat weave to it. And it almost feels like there's like a coating on it. Like it almost feels a little bit rubberized. But then you can also see that there's snaps there to hold that cover in place. And we also have that kind of dress pant or curtain looking material there on the heel, with some Cactus Corporation branding, and then of course the zipper for that pocket back there. On the outside of the shoe, it's just the outline of a swoosh in like tan. It's kind of hard to see. And then on the inside of the shoe, we have that very recognizable backward swoosh that somehow Travis Scott gets away with. Then for the toe box and up here around the heel, it's like a darker, it looks like corduroy, but it's a nice canvas type material. And then we also have accents of like a lighter green, and that's like a canvas material. This strap says Cactus Corporation, and it has a rubberized feel to it. And I like the color of these laces that match it. They're like a rope style lace, which isn't what we typically get in Air Trainers. And then the tongue almost has like a velvet feel, and it looks like it's got little perforations all over it. And then it's got that CJ emblem there on the tongue as well. But let me know what you think of these. I'm out.